Today I fucked up by making my boyfriend laugh during a romantic bath together. Obligatory, this didn't happen today but last week. I hadn't seen my boyfriend in a month because of quarantining. I stayed away until it was safe to come around again and thought let's do something special. That special thing was a bath together in his giant tub. We get in, I throw some Epsom salt in there, get a little bubbles going, and we both get into our respective comfy spots. I'm trying to enjoy the quiet peaceful moment as I feel the stress melt slowly out of me and he's being a disturber of peace, goofing around. I'm slightly irritated by this after a long week, and just want a few minutes of quiet. Then suddenly he says oh no. The way he says it gets my attention and I ask what. He says it's nothing, but starts laughing. I tell him if he farts in this bathtub I will drown him. About 40% of our relationship is laughing at farts and similar humor, so this makes him laugh more. He's telling me not to make him laugh and I'm further arguing my point of imminent fucking doom if I see a single bubble. I've abandoned peace at this point and given in to his shenanigans, just going along with the humor of it but also disgusted. I had faith in this stupid man's sphincter and his ability as an adult to hold it. This was my fuck up. We're both laughing. I'm still a little annoyed at the ruined moment of peace, so I tell him to just get out of the tub and go fart in the next room. Forget what I said, but as he was rising out of the water, I said something funny. Now picture a grown naked man trying to get out of a bathtub. I'm in the fetal position sitting down trying to give him space to maneuver, so I'm in ground zero, when suddenly I guess he laughed too hard. The first offense was like a startled duck, and the fact one slipped out only made him laugh harder, so it was a series of laugh farts that sounded like ducks getting trampled on. This wasn't even a small, normal fart, this was a torrent of undiagnosed IBS, refusal to accept lactose intolerance, and poor life choices. I was in shock at this point. I get out of the bathtub with haste, and we're both crying laughing. He's still in the tub holding onto the curtain absolutely losing it, and I'm trying to gather my things as fast as possible to run to the other end of the house like a freshly bathed cat. But bathed in fart. I was pissed but couldn't stop laughing and that's when I smelled it. You know how if you fart in the shower, the steam makes it smell worse? Yes. And I couldn't hold my breath because I was laughing so hard. So each time I inhaled I was attacked by steam in the bag fart. I start gagging and I know I need to leave before I vomit, so I run in just a towel across the house, hoping no one decided to come home early. He apologized and we occasionally giggle about it, but other than that I have no idea how to end this story. Too long didn't read. Boyfriend and I took a bath together, I made him laugh too hard, and he pretty much farted on me while trying to get out of the tub. Edit, thank you everyone who gave me an award. And to all the people who wish he shat upon me, I rebuke thee. I used to like imagining taking baths with my future husband, but now I'm not so sure. Last week my BF and I took a bath together, he made me laugh so hard I farted. He asked if I farted and I just said no while laughing my ass off trying to hold another one back. Don't think he knows yet, I was way too embarrassed to own up to it, ha ha ha. Couples baths can be sexy and romantic, but I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one with this story. Oh fuck, I haven't laughed that hard in ages. My neighbor actually texted me thinking something was wrong. The startled duck part broke me lol. Funniest story I've seen in a while and wholesome while at it. I was so worried this was going to end in poop. When he said oh no I was sure a turd was going to float to the surface. At least it wasn't a shart. Honestly the way it was going, that's what I was expecting. Today I fucked up by forgetting to leave the Discord channel. Last night I was playing Risk of Rain 2 with my brother and we were in a Discord channel with one of his friends. I was using Discord through my phone since my computer headset died and the charger was too short to use while wearing it. I used my Bluetooth headphones for my phone and when I was done playing I turned off my headphones but forgot to leave the Discord channel. I had to work this morning but my brother and his friend kept playing so they stayed on that channel. channel. I have a few medical issues and every day I have to do an enema in order to get the poop out of me, and my stomach was bothering me, so I figured I would do one before bed. I took my phone with me in the bathroom so I could browse Reddit while pooping because it's boring sitting on the toilet for 10 minutes without it. I started doing my enema and proceeded to explosively shit for 5 minutes when I hear a faint voice coming from my phone. I put it closer to my ear and realized it was my brother yelling my name loudly to try to get my attention. I immediately realized I didn't leave the Discord channel and they both just heard me explosively shit for the last 5 minutes, and I went to bed wishing I would die in my sleep from the embarrassment. TL, doctor, I was on Discord on my phone and forgot to leave it, so my brother and his friend heard me poop for a long time. Everybody shits. I'd turn this into a funny story and something to laugh about in the future. Yeah, don't over-explain it if asked. Just sorry, didn't realize you were listening in. And if they persist, why the fuck didn't you leave? They have the choice to leave. Meanwhile, my friends who purposely leave their mics on while pissing and shitting. You should just be like, remember that time you stayed in a channel and listened to me shit for 5 minutes? Lol, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Just own it, say you were asserting dominance. This is how you end up with them sending you pictures of their shits. Not everyone wants that Pandora's box open. Lol, up poops, scandalous. Today I fucked up by referencing The Office, and it getting mistaken for racism. This happened last year, but I'm finally ready to write this. So, first I want to say, I am a huge Office fan. I adore the show, and know all the important quotes by memory. My close friendship are also huge fans, and we basically make Office references all the time. Even in my workplace, one other woman is a huge Office fan, and we reference it all the time. So, about a year ago, my boss's friend's son, we'll call him X, joined the workplace. It's a telecommunications place. We sell office communication bundles. My boss is black, and so was his friend's son. I'm a middle-aged white man, and I promise, 100% not racist. So, we're all pretty close, and we regularly eat in, typically pizza. So, one day, it's on me to order the food, and it's pizza day. So, I'm going round, asking people whether they are fine with it, and I go to ask X. I ask him, then make a reference to Michael Scott's famous quote, "Do black people like pizza?" Me, obviously not thinking, says this to X, someone who I rarely interact with as much, and don't even know anything about him, including whether he is an Office fan. As soon as I said it, I regretted it, but he seemed cool. I felt so ashamed and apologized so much. When I came into work the next day, the boss called me in. X's dad is a very influential person on my boss, and X complained to him. My boss said, regretfully, he was going to fire me. I had to hastily pack up and leave soon. I tried to get my friends to back me, but the boss didn't want to hear it. So, there I was, a jobless idiot, whose constant references to The Office got him fired. Too long didn't read, made an Office reference that was mistaken as racism, got fired. Today I fucked up by inadvertently becoming Michael Scott, while quoting Michael Scott. Till I learned Michael Scott would be immediately fired from a real-life company. The joke of The Office is that Michael gets away with saying outrageous things that people cannot say in real life. I'm black and I love The Office just as much as you. Quote it all the time. But I almost never quote the show with people outside of my friend and family group. Jokes just seem to fall flat. I believe that's where the problem lies. You said this to a new kid who may not know that quoting the show is a thing in your office, may not have seen the show, and all this is compounded by the fact that you have had minimal engagement with this kid. You should have followed Dwight's logic. Before I do anything, I ask myself, would an idiot do that? And if the answer is yes, I do not do that thing. Remember how Oscar received a paid vacation for threatening to sue Dunder Mifflin when Michael kissed him? That should be some indication that maybe you shouldn't be quoting dumb things Michael says unless you really know your audience.